brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. They go play action with Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. 72 yards. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 45. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Again, it's Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down and 8. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Let's go.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stopped that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 14-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running left, it's Mixon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Mixon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This one from 35 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Justice Hill. And they finally got to him at the 2-yard line. Almost coast to coast. What a great return. They'll be set up beautifully.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Here we go. Incomplete pass.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Mixing up the middle. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
11-mighty.
Brings up 3rd down.
A handoff running left. Mixon trying to barrel up up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
13. Bengals 3.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
On 2, ready?
They run for it with Mixon. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And the Bengals first down.
Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, here's Mixon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Short throw to Smith. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Mixon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Jamar Chase, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 74 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that trims the lead down to 9. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Jackson. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. We'll go the other way with the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Quick throw there is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Another on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe with a pick.
And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here we go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Stop.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
On one, ready? Hey, can. Stop.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Mixon will try the right side. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Gun.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
Here's a give to Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And Burrow's saying, let's go.
A loss of a yard.
Looking to throw on second down. Burrow. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
And Burrow going to change the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to the tight end Sample. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Burrow will throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
He'll buy some time right.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And brought down, but
to their 30-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Edwards. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. From the right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
104 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
11 MT, take.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marcus Williams. He may go. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And can you believe this? It's 2 points away on the fumble return.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And quickly they get to the line. Now Joe Mixon. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
42.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill shedding the tackle. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 2nd down, Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away and falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go play action with Jackson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Quick slant caught by Chase. Touchdown Bengals! Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll try and run it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
Throwing is Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. First down, and it's Hill again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. This is Hill on the draw play. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Off the draw, here's Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 27 yards. And the Ravens are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down.
That was on your shoulder.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great effort there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two.
Ravens 43, Bengals 29. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Burrow.
He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Drew Sample, 47 yards.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Being chased out left.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
Touchdown! Mark Andrews. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Ravens 51, Bengals 36.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
11, Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's Burrow.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Throwing, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Inside handoff to Mixon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go, here we go.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. To throw, Burrow. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and they move this all the way down to the 9. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.